It's got the drain out, so it's really sore.
Hey guys.
Hi.
This is for the replay crew. Nobody's in here yet. But we wanted to do this live just because we wanted to give you an update, a mommy update. Mama.
So I got my drain out yesterday, and I wanted to thank everybody for all their good wishes, and that I go into all your little chats, and it's kept me going throughout this last month, going in your, following you guys and seeing you're safe, you know, on your little ventures and stuff like that on the bridge, and following you guys around and all your good wishes.
Just to let you know, guys, even right now, we're watching Leah's live.
Yeah.
I was up really late watching too. It's insane what happened last night. Hey everyone. Okay, now some people are starting to come in. Hi August. Hey,
hi everybody.
Hey Sharon. Hey Dawn Gloves.
So I'll repeat again. So yesterday I got my last drain out, so I'm still really uncomfortable, obviously, because you know it's sore in that area where the drains come out. But I want to thank everybody for their good wishes, you know, especially, you know, in Mindy's chat that they all say, you know, Mindy's mommy, how's she doing and stuff. That makes me feel really good that y'all wish me well and everything. And this has been the worst month of I could say, my life. And Mindy came down after the birthday party, and I really appreciate it because my belly button was infected, and
she was doing so good. She was exceeding the expectations for healing like phenomenally.
Right.
And so when I left, I guess like her last drain got infected, and so now I've been here for the last few days.
Yeah.
Now her last drain is out and it's healing. She's doing a lot better.
Yeah.
But I know I kind of disappeared, so I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update. And also, a lot of you were asking me, how's my mommy? And I also appreciate how many of you are coming into my lives and saying, like, give your mom love. How's she doing? You guys are so thoughtful. You're such wonderful. Like, I really appreciate all of the people you are.
I did need her back.
I'm back. I'm back. You know, I'm back. I've been here for a few days. I'll be here for at least a few more days.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back again. I only live in LA.
But I did need her back.
I'm back. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here, Mama.
Yeah, I did need her back. But share. Share. Yeah, I need her for just a little bit.
Yeah, isn't it's crazy what happened last night? Mom woke up. She was every day that I'm here. Or even if I'm not here, she calls me first thing. She's like, "What happened last night? What did I miss?" It's like I'm her Natalie Webster.
It's not my favorite. My husband's favorite thing to watch on TV. He'd rather watch Wimbledon or a movie. But as soon as I wake up in the morning, she comes in. I go, "What happened last night?"
Yeah, what happened last night? And last night was a doozy, wasn't it, guys? Holy moly!
I honestly don't understand the swatting thing. I don't understand how they could just do that, but it's new to my world. But
I mean, it's new for me too. It's new. It's scary. Like I wanted to take you guys out for lunch today at some point, and I still might do it. But it's something that's crossed my mind. Like, am I going to get swatted if I just go out to lunch with you guys?
Do it. Then I don't want her to do it.
She doesn't want me to do it. Or I was thinking maybe take you guys out and see you, because I'm in a beautiful area. Like I could show you a beautiful sunset.
I'm afraid for her to do it.
She's afraid for me. And my whole family's actually like, Mindy, don't do this anymore.
Nice.
Don't do this anymore.
Yeah, don't do this anymore.
But I'm not making any blanket statements except for the fact that people who care about me are concerned. That's all. And I'm sure that every single one of the protesters' families feels the same way, that they're concerned for. And how do you navigate this? Do you like submit to the terrorism? You know, this is terrorism. What's happening to Solomon yesterday, and so many other protesters.
Solomon's a child.
Yeah,
he's a child.
Yeah, and I when it was happening last night, I was watching. I fell asleep at maybe like 2:30 in the morning our time. Just to hear it. I'm far away. I can't do much, but I know that my mods were in there trying to keep them safe too. And
is there a way of getting the phone calls from who's calling in there?
Good idea, Mama.
I don't know. I'm an amateur with this stuff, but
trust me, I've been trying for a very long time. And just an update on that, guys. I'm sorry, like I know that sounds like it might have come off as like unkind. It's just my frustration with the way that it has been going every time I try. I have been trying, and maybe I should post. The responses that I'm getting are infuriating in response to my requests for these phone calls and to.
You think the police would want to do it if
you think they would want to? It's infuriating,
right? If they're going to this one, going that one, going to this one, going that way. This is a waste of the court's time.
It's a waste of so many city resources, so many, and I mean, and here we are. We're here. We're here with you, Leah. We're here with you. Like I don't know what. Last night when it was happening to Solomon, 7 swats in a 48-hour time frame. And you're talking about all 3 that happened to DOA. Was that yesterday or the day before? All the days are squishing together for me. But someone says you look great. She is great.
Oh God, I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way as I'm holding my side here so my pants don't touch my body.
Can I get you like one of those little cushion pillows?
I don't think...
Would that be helpful?
I don't think anything touching me would feel any better at all.
But what about the squishy pillow thing?
I don't think so. I've got my belly button. They have me in this, I call it straight jacket. I know you can't see it, but it's got like a body armor that wraps you, I guess because it has
she has to be squished so that she doesn't develop like air bubbles and like extra what like leakage like
I don't know what it is.
I'm sorry guys, I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor.
I'm really sorry for not being a doctor. My dad's a doctor, so like genetically I'm half doctor, and if we round up I'm a doctor. But okay. Yeah, so she's she's in a binder. She's in a bind.
I feel like I'm in a straitjacket.
I wanted it. Fire department has 1,400 calls a day. I'm trying to learn the amount of SWATs per week. Yeah, it's like should I like post the responses I'm getting from the authorities in response to my requests for these phone calls?
It should be a crime.
I think it is a crime, but they're not following up on it. Anyway, last night when it was happening to Solomon, and of course I'm calling streets, I'm texting streets, we're reaching out to Jessica, we're reaching out to everyone, and I even reached out to Solomon's mom too. So I did everything that I could, and thank goodness he's safe. And I talked to him all the way until he got home. Just to let you know, like I talked to him all the way until he got home safe, and I'm not going to make any more comments on his situation, being that he's a minor. This is I'm sure his mom's talking to him after the messages that I was sending her last night, and I told Solomon I did that too, so it's not a surprise, and you guys can't go and tell on him, Mindy told your mom. I told him already, okay? I'm very transparent. But it was the right thing to do, and it scared me. It scared me when they were taking. So I didn't tell you. So I barely started. I'd only told her like the top level of what happened. So they got him off of the train in the train station. They handcuffed him and had him up against the wall. He's saying he's a minor. They're still doing it. They're not stopping. Everyone rushes there who knows about it. Everyone who's live, the chat is telling them to go. They go. They get to the train station. Danny's there and Chris is there. Many others are there. I was flipping back and forth between Danny and Chris. And they start, they're asking for serial numbers. They're filming, they're documenting what's happening. They're told that the train is private property and that they can't film in there. That's not true, is it, guys? That's the public metro system. Is it a private metro system? It's public, right? Or correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's public. And then they start taking him away. There's like 10 cops. They're taking Solomon away in handcuffs up the escalator, up the elevator, up the escalator, and they're telling the streamers, don't follow us. They're trying to take them out of sight line of the streams. And that's dangerous because Solomon isn't documenting at this point. There's no accountability on the police's side, and it is impossible, nearly impossible, to get that body cam footage from those cops. So that's what got me the most afraid was when they said They're trying to take him out of the sight line of the cameras. They said, don't follow us, to the streamers. Don't follow us or you'll be arrested. Immediately grabs Danny and slaps handcuffs on him. Threatens everyone else. Poor Ashley standing there so helpless. Love to Ashley. Holy moly. Love to Ashley. And also obviously to Danny and Leah and everyone who tried to help.
What is everyone saying?
Sorry, when I'm talking, I don't read the chat. Thank you, Mindy, for all you're doing. Stay a bit safer going forward. I'll do my best, Rally. Also, hope Mama feels better. She looks good. 5-year survivor here. Couldn't get the mastectomy on both they wanted because I smoke. I had 27 radiation treatments. It felt like I was burnt alive. Oh my gosh. Is everything okay?
It's Cindy. She just had her test. Can I go?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to take you guys into the other room because of, my mom's going to take a personal phone call. But I'll finish up with you guys. While my mom takes, so my mom's cousin has just gone through a major surgery and she almost didn't make it. So we're worried about her too. Mom will give me an update. I just wanted to take you guys into private. But she wanted to give you that update on how she's feeling. And also she was just telling me this morning, she's like, when you went on the bridge, and I was in their chat, everybody was saying, everyone was saying, send Mindy's mommy love. And I just want everyone to know that I really appreciate that they're thinking about me and care about me. So I was like, oh, let's go live and tell them. Okay, sorry, I'm going to read up on the chat a little bit. I wasn't reading. Okay, I think I did read it. Anyway, Incompetent Chris was there filming everything. Yeah, and thank goodness there's so many people who came to his aid. And, all I could do is call his mom. It's very, I see how helpless you guys, my first experience seeing how helpless you guys all feel when you're far away and you see this stuff happening was when Chris got attacked and, he was hospitalized and I was at least close enough to like run out the door and try to do what I could. But if I was up in LA and I knew about it, I could have run for, I'm glad that there were so many people that care enough to go run. Usually I am one of the ones who are running. So it's really encouraging to see that how many people care. The cops are having too much fun arresting the protesters. Yeah. And let me tell you, maybe I need to find it and repost a clip of it. No, because he made me turn off my camera. When I went after I got assaulted by Jolene Ray Lent, I went to the station and I had not had any bad experiences with cops at that point of them like dismissing me or condescending to me or like acting like they're not going to help me. I've never had that before. And he immediately was telling me how protesters have bad behavior. Pretty much protesters have bad behavior. And so a lot of times that we deserve what's happening to us. And I had to like convince him, like, no, like I'm not like in people's faces. I'm not like yelling at people. I'm not, and actually yelling at people isn't exactly against the law, but I'm not like, I wasn't doing anything that deserved to have her like put her hands on me or my phone. And it's like I was already guilty before being proven innocent, and I even had it all on tape and everything. So this journey has been disheartening. Why did the mom not go to help? She was sleeping. She didn't answer. She answered me this morning. I sent her update texts the whole time, from when I noticed that it was like out of hand, and and all the way until I'm like, they're letting him go. Like I just kept sending another text. They're letting him go. And then, he's okay. And he's on his way home. Okay. Now he is home. And he called me when he got home to tell me I'm safe. I'm home. So I sent her that message as well. So I woke up to her messages in response. I woke up to those messages of her being like, oh no, oh my God, and poor Danny and all that. So, that's what happened, Marloka. You can always ask me a question in a respectful way. I'm an open book. The police should be on the protesters' side against Scientology. Exactly. Like, who supports? They're the only ones that support. Thank you, Dorothy. Yeah, you know, I really do my best. I'm at a loss. I really am at a loss. So, and then I see like some people trying to like fight against me, like me being here and not being there. Like, where's Mindy? Like, come on, I'm there. Like, guys, I do my best every single day. And I'm not talking to you guys. You guys are the best. But like some people I did see, I'm in the chats. I'm in the chats too. I'm not, even if I'm not talking, I'm watching sometimes. And anyway, I guess the people who are saying those things are already blocked in my chats for being mean in my chat. So I guess they're just troublemakers and people who say that. I gotta get more used to like just letting it roll off my back and understanding that there's gonna be people out there who are like that. And just kind of focus on you guys, the people who deserve my attention and who are trying to support me and are behind me to do the thing, to help me do the things that I feel like are going to help not just the movement, but just, I don't know, make a better world if I can. What else? Anyway, I don't want to take you guys away from, I don't want to take you guys away from, I know that most of you have multiple streams going, and so you are watching Leah also, but I also want to get back and maybe like with her, virtually with her. I'm thinking later, maybe I'd like to, even though everyone tells me not to do it, I'd like to take you to see a beautiful sunset somewhere because I'm in a beautiful place, and it is kind of a breath of fresh air when I'm stuck at Mama's house, and obviously only if my stepdad is available to wait on her while I'm gone. But I'm like Nurse Mindy sometimes. I'm a nurturer, and honestly, if I were sick or if I were incapacitated or I couldn't like get up and do stuff for myself, I'd be the one I'd want if there was a Mindy, because I'm very nurturing and I like to anticipate people's needs who I care about and make them feel really comfortable. So I'm glad to be able to be here for her. And how can people hate you? You write kids' books. Thank you, Geekadelic. You know what? I think that some people just hate nice people. I think it annoys them. I think that's what it is. Niceness annoys a lot of people. But I guess it's an honor to be on the hate list of a person who hates nice people. Is that right? Is that a good way to think about it? My mom is so important, needs me first. Yeah. So, and she wasn't telling me to the extent that she was not feeling good when I left. I think she just like didn't want me to worry or like think like, oh, she just left, does she need to come back? And she had the rest of the family here taking care of her. When I left, she was doing awesome. And she was up and walking around and like, let's go shopping. And we're like, no, stay down. And then, and I was doing the bridges, and that was my first indication that she was not doing very well. At the bridges, she was even said in my chat, she's like, I've been down for many days. I can't get out of bed. I'm not allowed to get out of bed because it's getting infected or whatever she said. Like, I was like, whoa, I'm finding this out in chat. So as soon as I hung up, I'm like, do you need me to come down? And she's like, no, I don't need you to come down. I have everyone taken care of me. I wanted to give you an update. And then, so I was on the phone with her, and she seemed like she was doing okay, and she was doing okay. She's just like, would have been better if anyway, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And here I am. Static recording and do a live premiere showing. What's that mean? Oh, of the sunset. Good idea. I don't know why, but like I think more of my audience are live viewers, like live people. I mean, you're all alive, but like you watch lives more than you watch videos. Like the videos I post, not a lot of people see them, but the lives, everybody's like, oh, live. I don't know what the big. Have you seen my Tori video, by the way? That was really fun to make, and it was so fun to make that for Tori and hear her response and her reaction to it. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. You guys, you don't have to lurk. You can talk to me. It encourages me. So, I I've been working on a bunch more like stuff since I'm sitting here. I'm just sitting here. I've been working on a bunch more stuff. So you'll see me popping out things every day or so or whatever. I'm really proud of the Tori thing. It's so stupid how like it's like a less than 2-minute video takes like all day long. The Aja video that I made, the Aja music video, took all day long between the song and the editing and finding clips and all that stuff. The Tori video, like, it didn't take all day, but took most of the day. And it's just for a 2-minute video. It's a labor of love, guys. It's an art project of my heart, absolutely. And so the only thing I get out of it is you guys enjoying it. Mom's always first. Yep, you're right. Hey, Clee. So yeah, just safety issues till the SWAT settle a bit. Oh my gosh, Rally, you're so right. But I think as long as I don't show where I am, there shouldn't be a problem. And to be honest, guys, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, if I get swatted, if I see police come, like they're looking for a gun or something, just like do what they say and they'll look and see that there's no gun and let me go. I've seen it happen to so many people. Everyone's getting swatted. The police come, they might put you in handcuffs, they search whatever, they see it's wrong, they let you go. It might be embarrassing. That's it. I mean, I've been really embarrassed in my life. Yeah, I'll tell you one of my embarrassing stories to end this live, just for fun. All right, it was one of my most embarrassing stories of my life. And this is why I am cringe blind. Today and forever, cringe blind, which is my way of saying that I don't even notice when I'm doing something. I have no embarrassment, almost none, really almost none. Because of this one thing that happened, that was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me. It happened when I was 9 years old. And ever since then, if I feel embarrassed, I think like, oh, this is nothing compared to that. Just smile. Oh, thanks, S Cheeses. Okay, here's my story. Are you ready? You guys listen in. Mindy's most embarrassing moment that caused her to be confident for the rest of her life because nothing could be more embarrassing. Okay, once upon a time, I was in 5th grade and we did a musical. They don't want me to tell the story. You're gonna have to, sorry, thank you. I was just reading Tracy's message. Thank you for that information. You're gonna hear a lot of like stuff outside. Who cares? Just ignore it. So Mindy was 9 years old. I was in 5th grade and we were doing a musical about baseball. And I really wanted to audition for the lead of the musical, and I got too shy in the last minute. I was painfully shy. Before this moment, painfully shy. I would never say anything to anyone, like quiet. I knew I felt like I could sing. I felt like in private like I could sing, and I would never ever do it in front of people. And this one, I really was like, oh, I want to try. And I like learned the part and I was practicing. I felt like I did a good job. But then when it came time to like, okay, so who wants to audition for come up here if you want to try out for that part. And I didn't go up there. I disappointed myself to the max. And no, Renee, this is a new story nobody's ever heard. But except for every kid I've worked with, I tell them this story because it's like the start of me coming out of my shell. So I'm in the chorus, and in the baseball musical, the chorus members are all vendors, like Coney Island. We had a Coney Island hat and like a tray with like real peanuts and popcorn bags. And at one point in the song, we are supposed to walk down the steps and hand the peanuts and popcorn out to the people in the audience. And it's a song about being a vendor and selling peanuts and popcorn. That was the chorus's big song. Otherwise, we are in the risers and like supporting and doing the background stuff throughout the whole thing. One part of this show, we go up on the stage all together and we sing peanuts, popcorn, buy some today. I still remember the whole song. We have it all for you in this little tray. I totally have the whole song memorized still to this day. Before the big show, which was for the school. So kindergartners are sitting on the floor in the front of the stage, followed by the first graders, followed by the second graders, third graders, fourth graders, and we were the fifth graders. So at one point we're supposed to walk down the steps and start handing out the peanuts and popcorn to the kids in the audience. And before I went out on stage, oh, you guys don't know this about me. I was legally blind my whole young life until I was 21 years old. I got LASIK. But before that, legally blind. I didn't know what my face looked like until I was 9 years old and I got contacts for the first time. I didn't know what my face looked like without glasses on. Like moving, like I've seen pictures of myself, but like in the mirror, I've never seen. I remember once, diverting the story because it's so traumatic, I'm diverting the story. I remember once wanting to know what I looked like, but I had these big, and they were thick, and so they made my eyes really magnified, and I thought I felt so ugly. I felt really ugly, and I climbed up. I've seen pictures of myself, I was a little cutie pie, but at the time I felt really ugly, and I climbed up on my mom's vanity in the bathroom and like got close to the mirror, and I took off my glasses and I couldn't see myself. So I got closer and closer and closer and closer and closer and closer until I was like that close where my nose is touching the glass and the mirror and my forehead is touching the glass in the mirror, and I could see my eyes, and it was still blurry. So I remember that moment. I was crying. So anyway, 9 years old was the first time I ever saw my own face. So I was super blind, and I was in 5th grade here. 9 years old, actually. Maybe this was earlier in that same year because I wasn't wearing contacts yet. But my teacher, before I went on stage, who hated me, by the way, Mrs. Freeman, hated me. She said I needed to take off my glasses for the show because they don't look good. And I was like, I can't see without my glasses. And she's like, just give them to me. She took my glasses away as a kid. And I did the song, and I go to walk down the steps, and I think there were wires from the sound system on the steps, but it could have just been me being blind. I tripped on the steps, and I fell on the kindergarteners, and my peanuts and popcorn flew over and onto the first and second graders, and the whole school started laughing at me. And I started crying, and I ran off stage, and my teacher caught me and pushed me back on the stage, and she's like, you finished that song? And I had to, like, crying with the school laughing at me, singing the song about, whatever. It was so stupid. And then for the rest of the show, I had to, like, spend the rest of the time in the risers and, like, singing the backup parts that we were all trained to do. And I could see like the school, like all the kids in the school keep looking at me and like kind of like giggling to each other, whatever. That was the most embarrassing thing I'd ever gone through at that time. And I've gone through so many embarrassing things since then that it's just like, I just remember that moment. Now, if I get swatted and the police come and they're like, and everybody's looking and they're like, whoa, what is that going on? Will that be my new most embarrassing moment? We have yet to see. But I don't know, it just kind of put things in perspective for the rest of my life. I'm glad it happened early on. Yeah, that was a horrible teacher. If you guys see my song I wrote for my mom, it's for Mother's Day, I posted about my mom, a song I wrote for her. And at one point it's like you sure told off my 5th grade teacher. That's the teacher. There's one line in it. You sure told off my 5th grade teacher, Mom. Anyway, I enjoy sharing these little moments and stories with you guys. What else? That was it. I'm going to let you guys go support Leah. Supportive Leah needs you. And I'm going to go back and watch her too and see how my mom's cousin is doing. She's like out of the hospital too. What's going on today? What's going on? Not today, but these days. So grateful for all of you. And that's really it. Any other questions or anything before I go? I have trouble. Do I have separation anxiety that I always have trouble hanging up with you guys? You're welcome, guys. Take care. See you next time. I'll try to give you guys a sunset though, and I'll try to take you guys out to dinner or something. We'll go on a date. I won't neglect you. Okay. Oh, and Wednesday, unless I'm going to talk to Heidi Pop and try to get it maybe changed to Thursday, but might have to stay Wednesday. I plan on doing a very interesting interview with Heidi Pop. So before I go, I'm just going to tell you, it's planned for Wednesday right now, but depending on how Mama's doing, I might need to reschedule it for a later date. But even if it is Wednesday, I'm just going to go up and I'll come back down. So anyway, don't worry. I'm not neglecting her. I'm not going to neglect him. I'm not going to neglect you. And I'm trying not to neglect myself too. But this interview with Heidi Pop is going to be amazing because I don't know if you guys know her story, but she's been inside the buildings and not as a Scientologist, but as a worker for some of their big events. And so just how they treated her with such like control, and how she saw like walls that open up to doorways, and like she get like lost in certain, like there's some places that are like a labyrinth and the door shuts behind you and the other one's locked too and you're stuck in the middle if you don't, it's like very high security. And she has some great descriptions of what she saw and what she experienced. And so we're going to go on site to that building and have her kind of like point out as much as she can remember, like, oh, it was over in this part or in that, we'll be on site having her tell the story. I'm really excited for her to share it with all of you. Take extra clothes with me when I go out. What do you mean by that, Tracy? What do you mean? You're scaring me. So that's planned for Wednesday anyway. So much love for you guys. Unless Tracy wants to tell me what she meant by that. I will tell you that since that day that DOA, Cam, and Danny got arrested for conspiracy to use tear gas, which none of them had tear gas, none of them had been most of them didn't even have each other's phone number. And anyway, it was complete BS and thrown out by the cops, thrown out by the judge, and it's still being used against them to this day. Ever since then, whenever I go out protesting, I'm always thinking, if I'm in jail, will this be comfortable? Will I be warm enough? I have that. That's a thought that goes through my mind when I prepare like my bag and my equipment. And I also think that way about what I'm wearing too. Just to let you know. In case anyone's following you, Tracy, like bring a different sweater, bring a different thing to put over. Tracy, thank you. Stop lurking. You're too helpful. Yeah, you're so smart. So smart. Thank you for saying that. And please pass that on to the other streamers if you're in their chats. Really smart idea. Very much love to you guys. Be safe.